Hey everybody, it's Amy, Andrea, and Kira, and Leroy, the Taco Cat. And welcome to Tanning, Tacos, and Transformation.
Thanks so much for being here, you guys. And we know that before you head off to a big event like a cruise like this with us, which we hope you are, that you might have some questions. So we thought we would film a short little video for you.
Yeah, it's like top 10 questions for everything you need to know about the tanning, tacos, and transformation. There might actually be 9. I thought there were 9. Maybe there are 10.
There's 10.
Okay, there's 10. Why don't you go ahead and kick it off, Kira? Oh, wait, should we tell them about the secret word of the day?
Yes, the secret word of the day is tacos.
Which means what?
That means when you hear the word taco, we hope you join us in going, Olé!
Olé!
Oh my God, can you see the excitement here? This is what it's going to be like for 6 days.
I'm losing my sombrero.
And do you guys like our sombreros? I know.
Oh,
okay.
We had a wardrobe malfunction over there.
We did.
Okay.
All right, so my first question is, what do you mean by recreate who you are? What's that about?
Well, I'll jump in and answer that, Kira.
Thanks, Andrea.
Well, I wanted to talk about this because I feel like it's kind of a monumentous statement, recreate who you are. And I think Kira says it best about, when you go on a cruise like this or any kind of get-together personal development type thing, the really awesome thing is that you get to kind of leave your ego at the door. You get to leave the parts of you that you maybe want to change at home. And so we wanted to create a really amazing, safe, and powerful place for you to come. We're going to give you some tools to be able to do that. And you basically get to create the woman that you want to be. And we're going to talk to you about bringing that part of you home when you go back to your regular life. Because I have found in participating in stuff like this and being a facilitator that a lot of times, we go to these places and we get all filled up and we feel amazing. And then we go home and we like to call it re-entry, and it can go away. And that sucks. And we don't want that for you. So, that's basically what we mean by recreate who you are. You guys want to tag on to that?
No.
Well, I think you said that really well, but that's the idea, is that we have this opportunity to, through all of the coaching and the workshops that we're going to be doing and the breakout sessions and all of the transformational parts of this really fun adventure, we'll have the opportunity to start looking at what's the current situation in your life. Mm-hmm. What's working, what's not working, what do you want to change? Do you need to cultivate new friendships? Do you need to have more time for yourself? How does your parenting need to change? How does your, everything in your life need to change in order to support the woman that you want to be? So we're going to talk about that and actually create it while we're out there together. And like Andrea said, give you tools on maintaining that once you get home.
Right.
So,
because at the end of the day, if I can jump in after saying no, I think that we all go through these days sometimes that we're like, is this fucking it? Seriously, Is this all there is? Because I thought it would be easier or more fun or more exciting or just easier, I think is,
Yeah.
And I think there is something beautiful and special about being able to go into a situation where you can recreate yourself, you can reinvent yourself, you can kind of be the person that maybe you remembered being or that you've always wanted to be, and be surrounded by incredible women and us to help you really grow that and then take it back home. I think it's like something we should be doing numerous times a year and not just once every couple or more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right.
Awesome. So I've got a question. So let's say I'm going on this cruise. Will I get seasick, claustrophobic, some sort of weird stomach flu? I'm kind of concerned about my health.
So
That's my question.
And Amy, it's a valid question, and I don't know if you guys know this yet. These guys know it, but you guys, I actually worked on cruise ships for 5 years. I have talked these ladies into a cruise because I love them so much. So you are not only coming with all of our knowledge about life and self-love and everything else, you're also coming with my 5 years of knowledge of cruise ships and how to do it really, really right. So First of all, are the cabins small? Yeah, they are. Especially if you get one without windows. They are, kind of like a very small hotel room, maybe like a dorm room. If you do tend to find yourself claustrophobic, make sure you get one with a window. We're also offering balcony cabins, all for really pretty good prices. But you're not spending that much time there. That's the other thing. These cruise ships are like small freaking cities. Mm-hmm. I recommend if you don't get enough information on the page to actually go to the Royal Caribbean page, look up the Liberty of the Seas. You are going to be blown away. There's an ice skating rink, a rock climbing wall, shops, like a huge promenade. There's restaurants, 17 different restaurants. I mean, it is like a small city. You will be spending very little time there. So it's not
a question to tag on to that, actually.
Yeah, bring it on. And
well, and I'm sure getting 6 depends on how many tacos you eat. Olé! I do actually have a legit question.
Oh, okay.
Because I've never been on a cruise ship before. So my question is whether you're in your cabin, whether it's, windows, no windows, or on the ice rink or whatever, does the boat actually rock? Does it feel like you're in the water?
Yeah, and here's the deal. We are going on, it depends kind of where you're going. The Caribbean, a lot of times when you're island skipping, you're not going that far. We're kicking it to Mexico. So you will feel it. And what you will actually feel most of the time is a very gentle rocking. I actually sleep better on cruise ships than I sleep anywhere else. It's kind of like rocking you to sleep. Mm-hmm. So it should not be something. And here's the one thing I will say is that I know people who, including my mom, who is scared to death because she is the type of person who gets motion sick just driving for 30 minutes. She was scared to death. She put on her bracelets. I kind of always made sure that one of the tricks is that you always kind of stay with stuff in your stomach. If you go hungry and then you start to feel sick, then you're kind of screwed. But if you, as soon as the ship, takes off, make sure you have food, which, by the way, you will have so many options to have food. You should be fine. And there's boning and there's different things you can do if you're worried about that first day. But ultimately, these ships are so huge, you can barely feel the movement whatsoever. Okay, cool. You will not even notice it. And as far as the weird stomach flu, everybody hears about Norwalk virus. I have had the Norwalk virus even. I will tell you this. These cruise lines are banner, man. They are hardcore about making sure that you are safe and healthy. And if you truly just wash your hands every time before you eat, you will be fine. That's the absolute truth.
So just keep your shit clean and you're good.
And this one is actually really important. They're all important, but this one is, a lot of people are asking, what's included and not included in the cruise.
Well, I'll take this. There's actually, if you guys don't know, if you go to TTTcruise.com, at the very bottom, there's a bunch of facts where you can check out a lot of this information in written form, too, if you want to hear it again. But this is included on our page as well. So basically what is included is the standard fare for shared accommodations based on the cabin or the room choice that you have. Also, all port fees, ship taxes are included. Most of the food, there's some specialty restaurants that are not included. Almost all your beverages are, with the exception of alcohol. And there's also an upgraded coffee option and some beverage packages, but all of your standard beverages will be covered. All of the ship's entertainment is included, such as the shows, the rock climbing, mini golf, which we should probably wear these for mini golf. We should probably wear these for everything.
The entire week.
Oh, yeah.
For the whole tanning, tacos, and transformation cruise. Olé!
Olé!
Olé! Oh my God, Andrea, that was hilarious.
And also included Flow Rider. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it's a simulated surf machine. It's so cool, and it's on the ship. It's
Flow Rider.
I know, I was going to say,
Rider.
Not the rapper, the surf simulator.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. And probably what we think is perhaps one of the most incredible opportunities for you, which is all the activities, transformation, coaching, seminars, workshops with the three of us is all included. So what you need to know that is not included, airfare to and from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, which is where we're taking off. Also, any sort of transportation, ground transportation from, the taxi from wherever you are to get to the ship. The hotel, which we highly recommend staying at a hotel in the Fort Lauderdale area before we embark the next day. So if you opt to do that, that is included in the cost. There's also a very small, extremely reasonable gratuity that's included, that's not included, which should tally about $70 max for the entire duration of the trip. So it's not $70 a day, it's $70 total. And that's pretty standard in the cruise industry and actually really extremely low. Additionally, when you sign up with us, we're going to have lots of information for you. So if you need to know where's a great hotel to stay the night before, things like that, we actually have a cruise guru named Jane who's helping us out with our accommodations and sharing with all of our participants exactly what they need, where the best places to go, the best transportation. And she also can help you hook up with, if you want to do like an alcohol or beverage package in addition, she'll give you all of those options as well. And also things like travel insurance. She can help you with that stuff also. So we'll make sure that you're completely covered, and any questions that you have, what's included, not included, where do you get this, where do you get that, we'll have answers for all of that for you. Let's see. Oh, any tours that you might want to take when you're in Mexico, those are all additional. And then, like I mentioned, travel insurance. Any cost that you might incur, like a travel insurance, which we, again, highly recommend, or getting your passport, having valid ID, that sort of thing, that is up to you. And again, this is all listed on our page.
Mm-hmm. Are you not paying for my passport? Just kidding. And just to like throw in there, it's so important that you think about a hotel the night before. And we don't care if you stay at a Super 8 or wherever you want to stay, Motel 6.
No judgment.
No judgment whatsoever. And we will have a place actually that we're going to suggest that we're going to be staying at that'll have a group rate. But here's why we suggest that. It's January. And it is a time where flights are delayed. Mm-hmm. It is a time where, and I will tell you this, the ship will not wait for you. And it's not that we will not want to wait for you. The ship will not wait for you. If you, for some reason, and working on cruise ships, I saw this happen a lot, where people would miss the ship, and it was their job then to pay for their way to the next port for them to join the ship. So, and that means that you've missed already like half the cruise by that time. Yeah. By that time, so
and it's more expensive.
Exactly. So really think, and plus, you want to get on right away. You want that cruise to start. We want that. You want to be by the pool, sipping on a regular or non-alcohol pina colada, a nata colada. What do we call those? I don't know. I mean,
oh, that's funny.
And you want to just be enjoying all of it. Don't slip in at the last minute, because the awesomeness starts about like noon.
Yeah.
So,
and I just want to say too, like, don't be one of those people that's like, oh, the whole flight delay thing won't happen to me. It happened to me last year, leaving Utah last week of December, and I was delayed an entire day. I got stuck at the airport because all flights were grounded for a certain amount of hours, and then I kept missing my connection. Like, it was horrible. So it can happen to you. And even if you don't live in a place where it snows a lot, it might be that like maybe your layover is in a place, or you're flying through somewhere where there's snow. So just we highly encourage you to just really be proactive about that and come in the day before.
And just another note on that, like as far as group rates for hotels, shuttles, insurance, all the stuff that we're highly, highly advocating, we don't get a cut. There's no commission. There's nothing in it for us. We just really, really, really don't want you to have any glitches.
Yep.
Absolutely. We would hate for
Kira
you.
has obviously seen a lot of it.
Yeah, we would hate for you to pay for this, be super excited, and then not be joining us. So,
right.
Moving on.
Next question.
I got a question. And my question is, you guys keep talking about adventure and having fun, but what if that is laying around the pool for me? What if I don't want to do jack?
Yeah, I'll answer that. But first.
Oh. Dance break.
All right.
You're
welcome.
Back to business.
And if you want to stay by the pool all day, by all means, you can do that. We're not going to make you do anything.
Yeah.
You're grown up.
That's not fun for us.
It's not fun for us to be like, we're not your babysitters. We're not cracking the whip. However, this is a place where we want you to step out of your comfort zone, so that, you know, if you're kind of like, oh, I think it would be kind of fun to, you know, go snorkeling. I've never been snorkeling before, but I don't know, I'm kind of afraid of the fish, and, you know, like, that's probably a good reason for you to actually go. And again, just we encourage you to step out of your comfort zone. But if you are hands down, like, you can't wait to just lounge around, yes. And the times where we're actually doing workshops and coaching with you, we really, 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 really want you to be there.
Right. That's kind of
we kind of think that's the whole reason that you're signing up. If you didn't want that, then you could just go on a cruise, you know, with you and a girlfriend and
or book any other vacation.
Exactly. But those, yes. But if that is your idea of fun and adventure, and it's something that you don't ever get to do, and that lights you up, then by all means, yes, you can.
Totally. Okay, so speaking of lounging and hanging out by the pool, what if I don't feel comfortable in the 4 new bathing suits I just bought?
I'll answer that question.
Okay, perfect.
I mean, here's the deal. This cruise is absolutely about self-love and self-acceptance and getting to know yourself a little bit better. And the type of people who are coming to this, I mean, we're effing life coaches, for God's sakes, people. I mean, the type of people who are coming to this is about loving ourselves and loving each other just as is, and just really enjoying ourselves. So if that's the kind of stuff that's holding you back, like, lose that, because that's not a real reason. Mm-hmm. Get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and something that you've mentioned, Kira, too, and a lot of the stuff that you've done with your community, and then a lot of the stuff that we're going to be doing with getting outside of your comfort zone, doing scavenger hunts and different things like that, we're pushing you to get out of your comfort zone. So if you're used to hiding, if you're used to being embarrassed about your body, or scared to speak up or talk to strangers or communicate with people or do random acts of kindness, we're going to push you to do that stuff. Change doesn't happen from staying comfortable. Mm-hmm. So this is one small thing that you can do to start going, I'm not apologizing for what I look like, I'm not apologizing for my body. I am going to have a fucking fun time on this Flo Rida. And
not the rapper.
Not the rapper, the surf simulator. And so anyway, it's a small thing that you can do to actually start busting out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. Okay. I got a question.
Do you?
Can men, such as Flo Rida, come on this cruise? Or is it women only? Is there an age requirement? And can people bring their family?
Let me go ahead and take this one, Andrea.
Yes.
I'm just going to jump in there.
You do that.
Okay, so you can bring your family if they are a female who is 21 years of age or older, and they are also paying for theirs. So it's not like just bring whoever the fuck you want to bring. This is an all-women event. We work primarily with women, but we decided that this particular event was going to be women, only women exclusive. And there's a couple of reasons for that. But the primary one is that there is something really beautiful and magical that happens when like-minded women come together to create something new and powerful in their lives. And that is really the environment that we wanted to cultivate. So sorry, no men allowed. And then just also for legal reasons, we have also been encouraged to have attendees and participants who are 21 years of age and over. There's quite a bit of alcohol involved on the ship. And that was something that we didn't know. We wanted everybody to be able to make their own choices. And if we had a younger age group, that is just something that's a little bit more challenging for us to police, for the ship to police. It's something that we just really didn't want to carry, to be honest. So we're totally up for cousins, mom and daughters, aunts, whatever you want to do, as long as you're female and 21 and over.
Mm-hmm.
So, because you guys are so amazing, will I be able to pull any of us aside and talk to you one-on-one? Is that going to happen? Are you, are you, just meaning the three of us, going to be, the talent and coming into the room and then, with our security, leaving the room? Is that going to be happening?
Out? I've been to events like that. I'll take it. No, it's not going to be like that. So, but there are some boundaries that we are going to put in place. So this is absolutely an event where you are going to sit and have dinner with us. You are going to converse with us. When we're not having the workshops, we will go on the adventures with you. We will swim with you and practice our synchronized swimming.
Very important.
But the boundary lies in is that if you want to have a conversation that is of the deeper magnitude, where you actually want a resolution around something, that would look like a coaching session. And that is something that we have to set boundaries on, which all three of us will set aside probably a couple of hours. If anybody wants to book that session, there will be a specific time for that.
So I have another question. What am I supposed to do when I actually get to Mexico?
Oh, I can take this one because I have been to Mexico a bunch of stinking times. So here's the deal. I'm going to make this recommendation. First of all, because we have adventures, because we have some footloose and fancy-free people, you might be going, you know what? I'm just going to see. I'll get off the ship and I'll just kind of walk around. And let me tell you, as somebody who is a little footloose and fancy-free, don't do that. Don't do that, because here's the deal. You are going to miss the beauty and the amazingness of these islands. So first of all, I really, really recommend the shore excursions. They're well priced. They really are. There are shore excursions as cheap as, I think, like $25. And when we were in Mexico, first of all, both Cozumel especially and Costa Maya are two of the best snorkeling and scuba diving spots on Earth. On Earth. So if that's something that you love to do, make sure you do it.
I'll go.
And here's the deal. Like, in Cozumel, there's 45 different tours. In Costa Maya, there's 23 different tours. There is everything from catamaran sailboats, kayaking, glass bottom boat tours. You can go I know that Andrea's super excited about going through the jungle on four-wheelers. You can even rent dune buggies. You can just have a beach day where you go somewhere and they feed you really well and you lay on the beach. Because Cozumel is a beautiful, beautiful island for sure. And there is pretty much anything. Oh, you wanted to swim with dolphins? You can swim with dolphins. Like,
oh my gosh,
all of that stuff is totally available.
I'm in.
And you want to make sure that you check it out ahead of time. Now, if you're like, I don't want to do any stinking shore excursion, just make sure that you do a little research ahead of time. Because here's the deal. The last thing you want to do is get off, walk around, end up at a Carlos and Charlie's or somewhere you could go anywhere in the States and be like, I don't know where to go. And here's the deal. That's when locals take advantage. That's just where it is. And where they're like, oh, you want to go to the beach? Great. We'll take you to the beach. Oh, it's going to be $50. When really it would have been $8. So, just be smart. Just like really, do a little bit of research if you don't want to go to shore excursion. But like, once again, we're not getting any kickback here. It's just smart. If you've never been to these places before, you don't have a definite idea. Definitely check out the shore excursions on the ship. That's what we're probably going to be doing. And
is that something that Jane can help them line up?
Jane can help them, absolutely. And she is going to send you all of the options or direct you to the page. And you can even, if you want to right now, just kind of go, are these places my place? You can just Google Royal Caribbean Cozumel tours or shore excursions, or Costa Maya Royal Caribbean shore excursions, and you will get to see all of them. And you're going to be like, oh, dude. So if you've always wanted to like pet a dolphin or swim with a dolphin, this is it, baby.
Fun.
This is it.
Cool.
Can I pay for this cruise with a method other than PayPal?
I'll take this one. So our portal that is handling all of our payment process is through PayPal. However, you can actually pay through that kind of process with your credit card. You'll land on a PayPal page once you click, add to cart or whatever, buy now, book now. And then there's a little icon that says pay with credit card. So you don't have to have a PayPal account. You don't have to start one. You don't have to have a PayPal balance. All you do is click that little pay with credit card option, and you can do that whether you're paying one pay or three pay.
And it could be a debit card. It doesn't have to be an actual
Yep.
American Express.
As long as it has a Visa, MasterCard, logo on it, it could be prepaid. It doesn't matter. It just needs to be something that has a large enough balance to take care of your entire 3-pay option if that's something that you choose. Also on our website, there's a little icon that you can click on right below all of the payment options that gives you a little quick PDF cheat sheet on what you need to, the actual little verbiage that you need to look for if you wanted to pay with your credit card. And so it's just basically handled with PayPal, but you don't have to have an actual PayPal account. Other than that, as the option, we're not accepting like personal checks. We're not running credit cards through our own credit card machines, nothing like that. This is the most streamlined, but it's also one of the safest methods across the board. Even major retailers now will use PayPal as an option because many people feel safer that way. I know Kira does that. I do too. As if there's ever a PayPal option, I use that. And a lot of times I still will pay with my credit card instead of my PayPal account. So if you have any questions about that at all, you can easily reference that sheet on our website or, hit us up in the contact form.
Yeah. Do I really need a passport to go to Mexico?
I'll take this.
Okay.
All
right.
So here's the deal. Like hotels, because we are looking out for you, hotels, PayPal, we want you to be safe. You do not officially have to have a passport in what's called a closed circuit cruise to Mexico from an American city. So we are starting in Fort Lauderdale. We are then going to Mexico and ending up back at Fort Lauderdale. So you officially do not want to have or need to have a passport. Here is what I want to throw out to you. Something happens at home. Something happens where all of a sudden you are in Cozumel or Costa Maya and you need to get home as soon as possible. An emergency happens. God, we hope this doesn't happen. Really, we hope this doesn't happen. But if it did, you do not want to be in Mexico by yourself because we won't be getting off with you, unfortunately. You don't want to be in Mexico without a passport, trying to get home at an airport.
Right. It's a worst case scenario.
It's a worst case scenario, but that's our job to take care of all these details and all of these things so that you don't have to. And here's my other thought. Don't you want to be a person who has a passport? Don't we all want to be those people? So that you can go to Paris at a drop of a hat if you really, really want to. So please, you know what? You have plenty of time to go get your picture taken and go get your passport. You have plenty of time. Make sure that you allow, I believe, at least 6 weeks, if not 2 to 3 months, just to be safe. But yeah, you just want to do it. If you don't have it, I don't think it's even that expensive anymore. I don't know. I've just had them for a long time. So, but it's just something that you just want to be safe.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure that you don't get stuck somewhere trying to show somebody your driver's license and they're like, that doesn't work here.
But you're not going to be denied entry onto the ship, is what we wanted you to know. It's just, it would be very, very, very smart to have it. So clearly you can see if this is going to be life-changing. It's going to be one hell of a good time. You will want to be there. It's challenging to find a workshop retreat with life coaches for this sort of price, not to mention a complete vacation on top of it. So we would be most honored to accompany you. We would love to see you there.
Yay!
For sure.
For sure. All right, everybody.
Yeah, and don't forget, you guys, TTTcruise.com, the early bird price goes up at midnight Eastern time on August 7th, which is a Thursday, depending on where you are in the world. And to get that rate, come in before that. And there's even a payment plan. Right now, it's only $350 to secure your spot. And then the payment plan is set up from there. It is way out in advance, so you have plenty of time to make the payments and to buy new bathing suits and stock up on chalupa taco sauce. Olay!
Olay! And what does Triple T stand for?
Tanning, tacos, and transformation!
Olay!
All right, everybody. So as they say on the Love Boat, come aboard. We're expecting you. We'll see you there.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, guys.
Yep.
Done.
Next question.
Hello?
Line, Kira.
I have a question.
Line!
Line.